Welcome back. Last time, we learned about the importance of respecting ourselves and respecting others. And before that, we learned about how honoring God leads us to honoring others. And today, we're going to learn about the idea of authority. Now, before we get started, I have a question for you. Have you ever done something that seemed really small and unimportant at the time, but in the long run, it taught you a really big lesson? Pay close attention as Tia and Darius experience this firsthand.
Do as you're told, Tia.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Kid, you need to learn how to listen. That's your problem.
Just obey, Tia, please. I don't want to fight.
So, did you think about what Master Silas said about honoring our master by honoring others, and the part about respecting ourselves and not letting others control us?
Yeah, I have. And sometimes I think I'm getting it, but then I don't know.
I know what you mean. I thought we were just going to learn some cool moves. I didn't know he'd give us so much to think about.
Darius! 준비! Fighting positions. Aye! 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 Darius! Shoot! Ah, you're on time. Class, we have guests with us today. To the front, please. Class, this is Darius and Tia. These two are considering whether to take this journey that you will all have chosen. They're deciding whether they will study under me. I trust that each of you remember what it was like when you were making that decision. You had lots of things to think about. You had to make decisions about honor, respect, authority, and obedience. These two will be starting some of their harder lessons today. They may have questions for some of you. I trust you will answer them honestly. Will you?
Yes, Master.
Angel, lead the class through drills. I'll get these two started on today's lesson.
Chariot! Kanye!
Wow, do you see them? They're amazing. Is that where we get to start today? Do we get a move like that?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to learn some moves.
Yeah, me too. Where do we start?
This is where we start.
What do you mean? I thought you were going to teach us some moves.
Clean the floor. That is your move.
This is nuts. He just wants us to be his slaves.
You choose.
This is not what I signed on for. Not that I signed on.
Well, if this is part of it, and the way he was talking, it sounds like all of his students go through this.
Yeah, so?
Well, I want to be his student. I mean, I want to be like him. And plus, I've seen this kind of thing in the movies. We clean the floors all day long. At the end of the day, he comes and shows us how we've really been learning some awesome moves the whole time. Wow, she's good.
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna do this, let's do it.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, I'm Angel.
Tia.
So you're thinking about studying under Master Silas, huh? That's a big decision.
Yeah, I guess so, but I knew right away that I wanted to study. I don't know why we have to do all this.
Because wanting to is only part of it. You have to make the decision that you're going to follow Master Silas's instruction. Otherwise, you'd just be wasting his time and yours.
I don't get why it's that big of a deal. Following his instructions, I mean, he's just a martial arts teacher. That doesn't mean he's the boss of everyone.
I get it. You don't want to give him authority. No one wants to at first, but that changes. We learn to give Master Silas authority. We choose to obey him. He knows what he's doing, and we know he cares for us. We choose to obey him because we want to become like him.
Well, we're obeying him, so I guess we got that down.
And you've begun. You'll know you're ready when you no longer just obey him. You serve him. You do what he asks before he asks it. Then you know you're ready.
This is too hard.
It seems hard, I know, but you'll find that Master Silas's authority is a good thing. When you obey it, you find peace. Then you can learn all he has for you.
Was it hard for you? I mean,
Oh yeah, Master Silas had me doing things I didn't understand at all. Organizing uniforms, straightening belts, and rolling mats. Eventually, I realized I didn't have to understand. I came to know that Master Silas is wise and he cares for us. So even when I don't understand, I still want to obey. That's how I know I'm ready.
well, I want to be ready.
And you're getting there. I gotta go, but I hope to see you guys again soon.
I'm surprised to see you two here. I only asked you to clean the floor of the gym.
We know.
Angel was telling us about how being ready doesn't stop at the obeying. It also means serving.
Yeah, so we wanted to serve you by cleaning out here too.
You learned quickly. I am impressed.
You are?
I am. This sets you free to learn everything else I have for you.
For real? So we get to learn some moves now?
You're getting there, but it is getting late. Why don't we put those sponges to rest? It's time to lock up.
Authority. You know, most people don't like the idea of someone else telling them what to do. Wouldn't you agree? Sometimes it's hard to let other people direct us. I remember growing up, I struggled with that in school, having teachers tell me what to do. I knew that they were older and wiser, supposedly, but somehow I still felt like I knew what was best. But there was one area that I never struggled with taking orders, and that was on the basketball court. You see, growing up, I played against some of the top teams in the state and even in the country. And all of my coaches were former college players, so I knew that they were better than me and they actually knew what they were talking about. And because of that, I never had a problem being under their authority. In fact, I appreciated them pouring into me, so much so that I wanted to serve them in any way I could. And you know what? I became a better basketball player along the way. And in a similar way, God and the people that He's placed in your life are trying to make you better. So your goal is to submit to them, and beyond that, to serve them. In the Bible, the Apostle Paul explains that everyone who's in a position of authority was placed there to teach us, to grow us, and to direct us in the way that we should go. I mean, that means your parents, your teachers, your coaches, the police officer, even the president are there because God has allowed them to be and placed them in that position of authority. Which means that when you submit to them, you're actually submitting to God. And when you serve them, you're in turn serving God. I know, guys, easier said than done. So, where do you have trouble submitting to authority? Is it with your parents? Is it when you're at school? Maybe it's with your coaches. Well, know this, God put them there to grow you, to teach you, to direct you on how to live this life. So your goal is to obey them and to serve them.